This one will be measured by everybody else on the outside by the end score, but it won't be measured that way for me. What Kiki and the rest of her teammates, what they showed from the inside out, you have no idea. And we have a phrase in our program that everybody at UCLA says champions are made here, but we say champions are made here from the inside out. And we showed a lot from the inside out. And credit to Washington State. They do such a good job. They execute so well. Just a credit to who they are. They're a really good team, and I want to acknowledge that. And but I couldn't be prouder of the fight, heart, enthusiasm, togetherness, belief that my team showed.
Hey, Coach, Crystal Rich, KTLA.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Mm-hmm.
This team showed an incredible amount of fight, especially in that second half. Kiki, I mean, after not getting to the line, hit 11. Her aggression offensively was palpable. Can you talk about two things, specifically what you liked from this team in that second half, and then what Washington State did so well in the first half to come out with a large lead?
No. We were late to all those 50-50s, those deflections that we got. They came up with another shot in the first half, so I'll answer them in reverse order. I never say her name right. So 55, hit those open jumpers, and then she got confident, and then they started getting the ball into the post. They hit some things off our ball screen defense, wasn't crisp enough, and so they were getting to the exact spots they wanted to get to, and we weren't dictating enough defensively. And maybe in hindsight, it would have been better to have started pressing earlier. I just didn't know how much we would have. But they showed you how much they would have, so maybe I should have done it sooner. But the reality is, they just did a really good job getting to the exact shots for the exact people that they wanted. We needed to deny and dictate more, not them being able to be so train tracked, and they just ran exactly what they wanted to do. In terms of your first part of your question, I think that what we're learning about ourselves is just. We can't have a middle gear. It's got to be, we call Gabriella Hawkes all gas gabs. And it's like she only knows one speed and getting downhill. And we just challenged our guards to get the matchups that we wanted and to get downhill. And I just thought Kiki, Charisma specifically in that second half, we found a couple matchups that we liked that were getting us in good places. And I really thought they did a great job finding those mismatches and getting all the way to the cup.
Coach Kiki, you guys, it seemed like you were a bit dead in the water, down by 20. And then the second half, occurred, and it seemed like you dominated. Was there anything said at halftime, during the huddles, during the third quarter, that helped bring you guys back?
I think it's what we said the whole game. We started creating some more turnovers, and but I thought from the very beginning, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, Kiki, but from the very beginning, we just kept saying, we're going to find a way, we're going to find a way. And I thought the bench was great tonight. I thought they were just so enthusiastic. I thought the crowd was really great and gave us energy, but I don't think that we ever wavered we're going to find a way, and this has been it's been really hard, and our team, Kiki and I actually were talking earlier today, and we were talking about what we were going to need to do to earn our mojo and our sort of confidence back, and we just have had some tough breaks and things we needed to adjust to, and even though in score, I hope this one right here knows she earned some of that back, and really proud of her. But what would you say?
I think throughout the entire game, even though we were down 16 at half, we had a consistent belief that we'd find a way to come out in the second half and find a way to win. And I think Gabs at halftime gathered us up, talked to us. We all kind of motivated each other, and I think we started the second half believing that we could claw back and just possession by possession find a way to get back in the game, and we did that.
Kiki, second game without Lauren. How much does she change what you guys are able to do defensively because she's such an anchor there in the paint?
Yeah, I think we definitely miss her presence both on and off the court, but I think defensively especially, she's, I remember last year playing against Stanford, I don't want to drive in there because she's in there. And I think it's the same way when teams play us. She's just such a great rim protector, and her presence down there is really noticeable, so we definitely miss that.
Corey, in terms of regular season losses, it seems like you're extremely emotional about this one. What about this particular game and the stakes and is kind of bringing out that kind of emotion in you right now?
I think
I got it. Okay, go ahead.
as usual, covering for me.
It hasn't been an easy week for a lot of different reasons for everyone in this program, and I think just knowing how hard we fought to go out there today and give it our all, and how we just had each other's back, it meant a lot to everyone, and obviously it didn't come out the way we wanted it to, but I'm just so proud of all my teammates, my coaches, everyone in this program for being willing to go out there and give it our all.
Yeah, I think the reality for us is my ultimate goal and my ultimate job and responsibility is maybe to other people it's just to win games, but it's to teach, mentor, and equip and coach these young women's hearts. And there's just been some things that have been, it's more important, bottom line.
Corey, I know you talked about London having an expanded role this year. She did hit a lot of great threes today, but and maybe Kiki can weigh in too, but how did we see London contribute in different ways across these 4 quarters?
Well, I thought at the very beginning of the game, she sparked us right away. Not only did she do a great job hitting some great threes that made them spread out a little bit more and affects our team spacing, but I thought she did a great job coming off our Zoom action and hitting a couple of really timely jump shots as people flew by her as well. So I thought she was the hot hand for most of the first half, and I would have liked to have gotten her a few more when she was hot, and missed a couple after that. But she, I think the biggest thing that I'm most proud of from London is she's learning that there's a lot more ways to affect winning plays other than shooting. And her pressure on number 10 was huge in that second half. And the biggest thing I've said to London is that, you're going to have good and bad shooting nights, and there's going to be tough things with that. But you can affect plays in so many other ways, running down out of area rebounds, pressuring full court all the time, getting a deflection, assist box out. You may not get the rebound, but you can keep somebody from getting a rebound. And that's what I'm most proud of in her expanded role. It's not the expanded role from a scoring perspective, is that she's starting to understand how many more ways she can affect winning.
Kiki, coach spoke a little bit about this, but in the second half, you were so aggressive. You got to that line. That was a huge difference in this game. Can you talk about what the biggest adjustment was in that second half to kind of make the comeback that you guys attempted to make?
Yeah, I think just recognizing that we needed to, pick up our pace, get points in transition because that's where we're best, and also knowing that felt like a lot of the guards, me and Charisma, had a mismatch. If we could get a switch that we wanted, or kind of get that money action in transition, and I think I just focus on getting downhill, and I know that's been something that this entire week, the guards, we've really been repping in practice, and Coach G's been, having us in our workouts go downhill hard attacks, and I think that came out today, and I was happy to see myself kind of get back to what I do best, get downhill.
Coach, you kind of had a rarity this week where you had 3 games in 1 week, and they were against some really good teams. Do you think that affected the team, and how are you going to go forward with a little bit of a break comparatively this week?
Comparatively. I don't know. I just think that the Pac-12 is a gauntlet. I mean, you saw it in the scores today, right? And I think that every week is going to be a challenge, whether we played on Monday or whether we played, we actually had our normal rotation. We took an extra day off on the weekend last weekend. So I don't think that the 3 games affected us. I just think there's seasons of family life, and that's what we really try to be. Family gets probably thrown around too much in athletics, but family to us means you show up for each other when it's convenient or not convenient. Family to us means people and process over product and outcomes. Family to us means that it's person, student, athlete in that order. And so I think more than anything that just family life has been the highest commitment. And so I think we were fighting just our mental and emotional side more so than the physical side. And so that's what makes me so proud is they pre-decided they were going to give everything and they were going to finish empty with and for each other. And there's no doubt that they did that.
Corey, you mentioned getting kind of the team's mojo back. How do you find that, especially now? Like there are no breaks coming up in this conference.
No, there's no breaks. But that's what they came to do. And I actually, I trust Kiki so much, and I'm very honest with her, and I trust her leadership, and I want us to grow this team together. And I was talking to her about our only focus can really be is growing this week, game planning this week, and building to playing our best basketball in March. And, we have big goals. Everybody wants to win a Pac-12 championship. Everybody wants to win a tournament championship. Everybody wants to go to the Final Four. But if I asked anybody on our team what their ultimate driver is, they want to be playing in Cleveland, right? And having that opportunity. And so really staying focused on what's the next right step. We actually our director of mental conditioning, Coach Colin, just yesterday talked about how important it is to stay neutral. And when you have the ups and downs and high state of mind, low state of mind that we've learned a lot from John Gordon is that you just have to stay committed to the next right step. And all of the power and all of the growth is in the present. The things that hold you back are worrying about the past or worrying about the future. And so I have to stay focused on getting us to be neutral, to grow, and to truly, not lip service, but truly just focus on the next right step. And I think if we do that enough, we've traditionally been always playing our best basketball come March, and we've been pretty consistent in that. And I think the reason we've been pretty consistent in that is that we stay focused on growth and process, and we don't jump off when it gets hard. We commit to the high state of mind and know that we're going to behave our way and act as if our way into what we want to become.
Anything else? Thanks, everybody.
And as usual, you guys, seriously, thank you for being here. I've been challenged in that, and this is a really special group of young women that are giving everything to each other, to this community. It was hard to go up there and most of our team up there signing autographs and saying, hey, we're going to be lifestyle givers, and not when it's convenient. And it was really hard, and I just appreciate you guys supporting them and telling their stories, and we're going to continue to give and grow no matter what. Thank you all.